So here now to sort this out and give us his thoughts on what is here, Congressman Devin Nunes, ranking member of the House Intelligence Committee. Congressman, thank you very much for being here tonight.
Great to be with you again, Martha. Thank you.
So what is your takeaway? What do you learn from this based on your knowledge of what happened here?
A couple key questions I would say is, one is, where do these notes originate? Where are they from? Where did they get them? We know they're Strzok's. Another thing, there's two documents that are still missing that are critically important. One is the original 302 that seems to have vanished into thin air. And then there's also a report that was done
Just to clarify, that's exactly what the FBI agents spoke to Michael Flynn about, the whole report from that meeting in the White House shortly after the inauguration.
Yeah, I think that's a good, this is a report that was done right after they interviewed General Flynn. It's a report that should have been there. We know it was doctored, it was changed. That report the public still hasn't seen. I don't think General Flynn or his lawyers have even seen it. Then we also know that there was a January 30th report that also reportedly, supposedly, exonerated Flynn again in January 30th. So now you have beginning of January 2017, end of January 2017, and then you have a missing 302 report, plus you have these notes that we're not sure of the origination, but they look to be very credible. And I would think, I think Biden and Obama at this point really have some serious questions that they would need to answer.
Do you think it exonerates James Comey a bit? Because he's, according to these Peter Strzok notes at least of the meeting, he's saying, you know, it looks like he's saying that the Kislyak-Flynn phone calls appear to be legitimate.
Well, at least at that period of time, Comey was trying to do the right thing. But remember, shortly after that, he does a lot of things that are really bad, including leaking his notes that, you know, I know they're not going to prosecute on it, but, you know, most people, if you were an average intelligence officer in the military, you would have been prosecuted. So a lot of this is going to determine, you know, I always look at this, you got to go back. The Clinton campaign started this working with some dirty cops at the FBI. We don't know who they were. Then after the election is really when Obama and Biden all got involved in this, when they kept this investigation going. And this is kind of the first evidence, at least this point, it could be evidence, that would tie Biden and Obama directly to this.
So, you know, in terms of Michael Flynn's situation, do you think that he's home free at this point, or still another hurdle?
Well, for some reason, you have this judge here in Washington, D.C., who still has not got rid of this case. So even though everything's been canceled, he's been ordered to do it. He's kind of out of options, but he doesn't seem to be making any moves. You know, you would think.
Well, they did eliminate a hearing that, you know, would have been sort of the next juncture, I guess. So, but as you say, have not dropped the case. I just have a half a minute. The case that you brought against Twitter over a fake cow parody on Twitter has been dropped. The judge said that there was no merit in it. Do you want to comment on that quickly before I let you go?
Yeah, that would be right in the fake news category. That's not what the judge said. There was about 20 stories that were written that were all fake. Twitter case is still very much alive, and we look to continue to hold them accountable for their negligence. So there's several components to this case, and we look forward to fighting it, and we'll come back on and talk about it.
All right, sounds good. Thank you very much, Representative Devin Nunes. Good to see you tonight.
Have a good evening.
Good, because we want to talk to you more about that if it's still alive.